At Amplify My Business, we help real estate investors find motivated seller leads, and then we help them convert those leads into deals. And in this video, I want to show you the exact journey that those homeowners, those motivated sellers take from seeing an ad to a closed deal. I want to show you what that journey looks like when you're working with Amplify My Business. It all starts for us with Facebook ads. We run a lot of ads on Facebook, and we use these to find people who are looking to sell. They need to sell their home quickly. They probably can't list with a realtor for whatever reason, and we're presenting an alternative. We will give them a cash offer on their property. Doesn't matter what condition it's in. There's no obligation. Sell on your schedule. You know, the whole investor pitch. So these are what some of those ads actually look like. And, you know, it's kind of funny. They're not super fancy. They're mostly, you know, they're pictures of houses that, you know, that kind of match the neighborhoods they're in. And when you look at the ad text that we're writing, there's a lot of emojis and, you know, graphics here. It's like, it's almost like we're trying to, you know, write like people write on social media, which we definitely are, right? So these are pretty informal, but they are very direct. They really go over quite clearly what it is we do and what we want the homeowner to do. We want them to click here to get an instant all cash offer for your home, or to click here to sell your property as is, or to click here, you know, to sell your home in any condition. Lots of different variations on this. We're always testing. Now, and because we're in hundreds of different markets at any given time, we have thousands of ads running that we're testing. So if you were to work with us, you kind of get the benefit of all of that testing that we're doing. After a homeowner clicks on this ad, what happens next? Well, they're going to see a survey that looks something like this. Also, what do you see and what do you not see, right? You see a very simple, easy survey. What you don't see is really anything else. You know, and that's we do that for a reason, okay? We realize that the more clutter that we put on a website, the fewer people actually submit. And we want a lot of people and the right people filling out this form. So what we've done is we've done most of our work on converting actually in the questions. And it starts with, why do they want to sell? They'll tell us, I'm downsizing. What's the property type, single family, how soon would you like to sell, maybe ASAP or within 3 months. And here's a little insider secret, whether they say ASAP or within 3 months, it's pretty much the same thing. They've got a problem, they're reaching out to you, they need help. Occupancy, you know, we're just gonna get the basic details. We ask if they're behind on their mortgage payments. Most aren't, but every once in a while you will see some that are, and that, you know, that creates a different kind of urgency. And, you know, it's a little different right now with forbearance and everything, but then we obviously get the property details, beds, baths, are they listed with an agent? Some of our investors don't care if they're listed with an agent because they can just kind of wait it out, right? Maybe they're listed with an agent now, but that's not going to work if the property's in terrible condition or it's in a bad area or whatever. And they can wait it out, but also if you want, you can filter these out. Then we get the full contact details. So these are not, when we generate leads, we're not just generating a name and an email. We're getting phone number, we're getting the address, we're getting all these other questions, and we're always testing other questions as well. But what really matters is that, you know, we're getting some good information, some good ammunition for when we're having that first conversation with the seller. Why are they looking to sell? And, oh, okay, I see you're looking to sell within 3 months and you've got a financial hardship, and, you know, tell me more about that. What's going on? It gives you a place to start having your conversation that's very natural, very organic. And really, at the end of the day, our job is to help you have conversations with motivated sellers. It's less about leads. It's not about marketing. It's about creating conversations. And this form is a great way of starting that process. After that form gets submitted, a few things are going to happen. That lead is going to get dropped into your CRM that we provide for you. We set up. We do all the messy tech work so you don't have to deal with it. And it's pretty cool because they're all going to show up in this new lead stage here in the pipeline, and they're going to instantly get a text with a link to your calendar. So they can actually book a time directly on your calendar for when they actually want to chat. That eliminates a lot of the back and forth. not everybody will book an appointment, but we give them an opportunity. And we're really trying to do everything we can to create opportunities for conversations. Again, that's what we're all about here. So some of these leads will book an appointment directly on your calendar. Some of them will, reach out to you via text. Others you can call right here. We've actually got a dialer built into the CRM. We also have a mobile app that works really, really well, that you can dial, you can text, you can do everything. But let's just say that you're not able to get in touch with that lead right out the gate. That's really common. A lot of people fill out forms and then they don't pick up the phone because they're nervous or they just didn't have time right then to speak. A lot of reasons can kind of come up, but I don't really care. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter to me. Doesn't matter to you, because you have something here that's gonna make it so easy to actually get on the phone with these people, even if they don't answer right away. And here's what you got to do. It's really complicated. If that lead didn't answer the first time that you picked up the phone and called, or responded to the first text that you sent out, here's what you have to do. This is very advanced. You click it and you drag it. And that was the whole thing. That's literally all you have to do. Because now that I've dragged the lead from new lead to attempted contact, something magic is going to happen. We're actually going to start a relentless automated follow-up campaign with that lead to do everything that we can to get them to reach back out to you so you can pick up the phone and have that conversation. Let me show you what one of those campaigns looks like. So I've come under here under the marketing, under the campaign section, and let's go into our sellers pipeline, because these are motivated sellers, and let's go to our 6-month nurture sequence. And here we've got over 6 months of text messages and emails just dripping on these leads to try and get them to pick up the phone with you. We've got another one called Attempted Contact Main. This one's a little bit more high touch. This is what happens right when they get put in that pipeline. And look, SMS, email, SMS 23 hours later, then a phone call, then an SMS, then another text, then another email, then another text. Text messaging works better than email, for sure, but some people do respond via email. But most people will have, you'll have the best success just letting these automated text campaigns run. It's really awesome. But again, that's really all you have to do on the follow-up game, is you can let the CRM do a lot of the heavy lifting. Included in those campaigns, we are actually going to nudge you to actually pick up the phone yourself. You'll get a little reminder every few days with this lead, like, hey, bing, it's a good time to call them. You give them a call, and you have a really great chance of reaching them because you'll have just sent them a text. They know who you are. I won't go too much more into this right now, but the CRM has so much to offer to help you really streamline and automate your investing business that it really lets you focus on what you do best, which is having those conversations and moving those sellers through the pipeline from the contact, new lead stage over to under contract and eventually closing a deal. Now let's look at that for a minute. Let's actually see some results and what this actually looks like. So first I want to pull up our motivated seller lead feed. You can find this at amplifymybusiness.com/lead-feed. And this is a real-time display of motivated sellers coming through this system. And it is really cool. So you can pull this up, and these are updated in real time. This is all just one day. These are all people who filled out that survey or something like it, requesting a cash offer from one of our investors. And you can kind of actually poke around and see what some of the reasons are. It's pretty cool. We don't give you the actual lead data. We're not dumb. We just show you where people are submitting these forms and why, because I think it's really cool to see this stuff in real time. But leads are one thing. Now I want to show you homes under contract, right? Because a lead is cool, conversation is cool, but what's really cool is putting a home under contract, because that's where you can start making some money. So we have a feed for this as well. It may look different depending on when you watch this video, because we're updating this whole system here. But right now, we have a deals in progress feed as well. And you see the most recent one was 16 hours ago. And these are properties going under contract using our CRM and coming from that lead feed again. So this is just really fun to look at. You can see all these places they're going under. A couple in Phoenix in one day. That's awesome. Orlando, Colleyville, Houston, Park City, Orlando, Cold Spring. They're happening all across the country. I actually don't even know a lot of these cities. But we get notified every time a property goes under contract. It's from one of our leads, and we update that here in the feed. And again, it might look different by the time you see this. We're kind of moving this platform, but these leads convert. They really do. Not every one of them. Look, I'm not going to tell you that every single one of these leads converts to a deal. Obviously not. It's a numbers game, and we generate these leads, and this is one of the most affordable marketing channels that you can find on the planet. It's affordable, it's automated, and we've streamlined so much of the follow-up process that you can really focus on what you do best. And this has been the journey of a seller. I wanted to show you from the beginning, and we did, what is it that a homeowner sees? And then what is the landing page they go to? What is the website they visit? What form are they filling out? What happens after they fill out the form? I hope you got value from this. I hope you understand a little bit more about our program. And if you have any questions, of course, reach out to us. We're happy to help. We're trying to do something that is very rare in the marketing industry, which is be completely transparent and just show you what works, show you what we're doing, and let our results speak for themselves. So I hope you enjoyed this.